Hey y'all, welcome to my channel. My name is Taylor Kai, and I know you guys are here to hear a story time about the time I let my so-called friend come stay with me. But before we get into that, why don't you guys go ahead and please like, comment, and subscribe. And please follow me on all of my social medias. My Instagram being underscore Taylor Kai. You can follow me on threads from there. And then also follow me on Patreon or subscribe to my Patreon. Everything will be raw and unfiltered there. I am an author, so if you're into thriller, drama books, I'm your girl. Also, maybe some other story times that will be, like I said before, raw and unfiltered over there. So patreon.com/Taylor Kai, TaylorKai. Now, let's get into the time I let my so-called friend come stay with me. Now let's get into the story. So let me think. This girl needs a name. We're gonna call her Jen. So I was new to this city, and this girl Jen hit me up on Facebook. I didn't know Jen like that, but Jen went to my high school. Granted, I went to high school in a different state. Now, she hit me up because she saw that I was new to her city that she was living in. You know, basic messages. Hey, how you doing? I see you in town. We should link up. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, bet. So we get to texting and we're talking and we're kind of like catching up on what life is doing at that time. Everything was cool. She became like one of my party friends, I guess you can say. Anywho, one day she hits me up and she's like, hey, I met this guy while I was out. He is a videographer or photographer, and he told me that he was looking for models. He asked me if I knew any girls. I told him about you. I think, this could be something good. So I'm like, okay, let me see what he's about. So she puts us in like this group message on Facebook, and we're chatting it up, and we're getting to know each other, business wise, of course. And he's just like, yeah, I like your look, blah blah. I have something coming up. I think you would be a good fit for it. He ends up messaging me solo, and he asked me as a friend, and we're chatting, and he's just giving me the information of where to be, what time, location. Boom. Okay, bet. So I get ready. So time moves forward, and it's time to go to this shoot. Well, I don't know if I called her or texted her to let her know that I was going, and whatever it was, she was dry as hell. I just got flat out okay. Nothing about, oh, I'm so excited. Nothing. She didn't give me no type of energy. You could feel the shit through the phone. It wasn't vibey. I wasn't messing with it like that. I could feel it. So I just took it for what it is, just like whatever, it's cool. Now, I get to the shoot. It was a night shoot, and they needed it for the nighttime for whatever reason. While there, he had an assistant, and we are going to name the assistant Old Girl. The assistant was there, and she was cool. She was there, she was helping. We were getting to know each other, and the shoot went well. We exchanged phone numbers, like I said, whatever, blah blah blah, and we're getting to know each other. And we decided to hang out one day. I think she may have came to my house, and just chill, pool day. I'm very water-ish, so I love anything pool, beach, whatever the case may be. I love anything to do with the water. Any excuse to be in a bikini, I'm your girl. I'll be there. So she hits me up, and we have like this, I guess you could say, like the backyard barbecue type stuff. Cool, very vibey. We was chilling. We did not start talking about, you know, private stuff just yet. We were still getting to know each other. I'm not the type of girl that just opens up easily. So it takes me a while to kind of like crack that shell. So we didn't really talk about like past trauma, are you in a relationship or anything like that. Like, to be honest, that really wasn't none of my business unless it just naturally came up. So, boom. We have let me think, we have like the little barbecue. It's just us. We're just kicking it and stuff. And then one day she starts opening up and she's just like, yeah, she was saying how her and her man were having issues. I'm like, oh, okay. And the more she's saying, she was like, oh, you didn't know who my man is? I'm like, no. I'm like, who's your man? She's like, it's the videographer. I'm like, oh, I didn't know that. I thought, you were just the assistant or whatever. She was like, no, that's my man. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. So that's when things started to get a little weird, right? So one day she hits me up and she's like, she's finna have like I think like a card, people playing cards and shit. Everybody gonna be at her crib, whatever. Okay, cool. I pull up. So I pull up, and it's a good time. It's a real good time. I think he was the only guy there. It was like a whole bunch of girls just chilling, getting to know each other, whatever. Cool. So one day not one day, we're outside on the patio playing cards, and my phone rings. It was one of my real good homegirls, one of the homies. She hits me up. She was a model as well, and she was trying on bathing suits, and she was like asking me. She called me on FaceTime, so she was asking me like, what do I think would look good for a specific shoot? I told her, we're not. I told her, I'm checking them out. What me not realizing, I had on sunglasses. Let me see. Oh, girl was sitting, let's say, I was sitting at the end of the table, or girl was sitting on the one side of me, and then um, the videographer, he needs a name, Ben. Ben was sitting on the opposite side of me. And what I did not realize was he can see the reflection of my friend in my sunglasses. So he's like, I guess she was like changing in front of me. So he was like, yo, she got a nice body on her, blah, blah. That's your friend. That's your friend. Meanwhile, old girl just sitting next to me like, what, looking like, I know you not. She never said nothing to him. I don't know. She just wasn't very vocal when it came to her relationships. So she didn't really say much. And it was like an awkward situation. So I hurried up and took my glasses off. And I'm like, yo, I'm going to call you back. So night goes on, finish playing the game, whatever. I guess that next day, old girl calls me and lets me know that her and her dude had got into it, because her and Ben had got into it because of that situation of him being disrespectful to her while I was on the phone, blah blah blah. I guess they had broken up for a little bit, but in her head they was broken up, right? I want to go out. I'm like, okay, bet, let's go out. So we go kick it. I don't know where he was. Think I'm pretty sure they were living together at the time. So yeah. So I go and pick her up. We go out, chill in a little nightlife. It was cool. We had a good time. And she's just venting to me about the situation. She didn't know if she should actually be done with him for good. But I just told her, yo, keep your options open. If he's showing you that he'll do that stuff in front of your face, imagine what he'll do behind your back. You know what I'm saying? So she was just like, yeah, you're right, blah, 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 blah. But she was like, but we still have to work together and all this other stuff, because they had the business of the videography and the photography stuff. The business was both in their name. The next day goes by, and I get a text message, and it is from Ben. And he's saying, yo, call me when you're free. So I give him a call, and he's just like, hey, I got your edits ready. let me know, or not let me know, are you free in about an hour or so? I asked, well, is old girl there? He said, no, she's not here. She's at work. So I strictly said, like, I would feel more comfortable if she was there because I don't want her to think any weird shit, even though I know this is professional. I just met y'all. We're getting to know each other. I'd rather just wait. Plus, I was getting to know her more as we were gaining that friendship, so I just wanted to keep it just, straight up. So he was just like, okay. Then he quickly changed the subject and was like, well, he got messy. Let me just say that. He got messy and was like, well, everything you're telling her, she's telling me. And in my head, I'm like, I don't know what he meant by that. Why is he being messy when? And then, like, this is awkward. He was just like, I understand that. He was like, I know that she told you that we kind of are on the outs right now, but she told me that you told her that she needs to keep her options open and all this other stuff. And I'm just like, wow. Like, one, why is she throwing me under the bus? Two, I kind of get it in a way. But three is just like, well, damn, this is awkward. So he's like, well, I don't give a fuck anyway because I really wish I would have met you first before I met her. And I was like, what? Like, no, this ain't that. This is not that. Like, don't start that. This is supposed to be professional, and you foul as fuck. Like, you're crazy. Like, that's crazy to me. That is so wild to me. He was like, okay, I didn't mean no disrespect or nothing like that. It didn't mean, I didn't mean nothing by it like that. It's just, I just really do feel that way. But before you get off the phone, I want to know, I got one more question. I'm like, what's that? He's like, so, what did he say? How did he present this shit to me? He said, so I got these people who, I get random people uh, to buy water pew pews. It don't even have to be water. To buy pew pews, you know, to unalive somebody. So he gets people to buy the the stuff in their name, and then he buys it back off of that person. I don't know how else to explain that. So basically, he pays somebody to go in, register it in their name, and then he pays them to keep it, right? And I was like, so what, you're asking me to do that? He was like, yeah, don't you want to make some extra money? I said, not that bad. It's never that bad. Absolutely not. Then he goes on to say, yeah, I got old girl to do it, and we got a couple other people doing it. Everything's cool. It's straight. Like, you don't gotta do nothing. All you gotta do is just go in there and go get it. That's it. And boom, I'll give you your money. Yeah, I'm straight on that. I'm good. I'm super good. I'm not doing that. Nope. Not now, not then, not ever. I am not trying to be in nobody jail cell. Mm-mm. Nope. 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 I don't want to be in nobody jail. I'm straight off of that. So he's like, okay, well, I just thought I should ask, but if you change your mind, just give me a call. So I hang up the phone and I'm just like, wow, I can't believe she do that. How many times she's done it, I have no idea, but I cannot believe she's done that before, or anybody else for that matter, because that's crazy. That is so crazy. So hours go by, and old girl calls me, and I'm like, we need to talk. We need to talk. She's like, what's going on? Blah blah. I'm like, why don't you come over? So she comes over, and I'm asking her, like, one, I talked to your man, and he was telling me that, you going around, not you going around, but you telling him everything that I told you. That's more so, I was older than her, right? Or I'm still older than her, obviously. But I was a little bit older than her. So, I would I would tell her a little bit about, situations that she may not want to be in, especially with a cheater, but hey, to each his own. She want to stay with him, she want to stay with him. That's on her. Some people got to hit their head a million times before they learn what's good and what's not. So she's just like, yeah, I understand. And then I'm like, so I just dropped. I'm like, so you out here buying pews for your man? She's like, yeah, it's no big deal. I'm like, no, oh girl, it is a big deal. Do you realize how much trouble you can get into for that? She's like, no, I'm not worried about it. All right, I'm out of it at this point. I said what I had to say. I tried to, be the little angel on her shoulder. She wasn't trying to listen. There's only so much you can do. You grown. You grown. You need the money. Hey, your hustle is your hustle. But I'm one of those people, if I see a mistake that you could be making, especially like a dangerous mistake, I'm going to say something. But it's up to you if you want to, take that advice. I'm never the one to push and push and push. I'm not your parent. I'm not your mom. So let's fast forward a bit to the day I'm out by the pool chilling and I get a phone call. Ring, 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 ring. Yo, what's up? Hey Taylor, can you please come over real quick? It's an emergency. I'm about to get arrested. Can you please just come? I need some help. I need somebody to come pick up these dogs. All right, I'll be there in just a second. Click. I'm going to leave you guys right there. Stay tuned for part 2. I hope you enjoy. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Don't hate me for leaving you on a cliffhanger. There is so much more, but it'll be a lot to talk about in this story. Let me just say this. I am horrible at storytelling. I could write a story all day long, but when it comes to speaking it out loud, I do struggle. So please bear with me as I'm trying to do that. This is also like therapeutic for me to speak, open up that throat chakra, whatever it is you want to call it. It's a struggle for me, so just bear with me. But stay tuned. I will be back with part 2. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you.